Okay. Well, hey, everybody. This is a joint collaboration between myself, Caroline at Royal Tarot Readings, and Shanta over at Mystical Fortunes Tarot. Hey, Shanta.
Hi, hello everyone.
So, we're going to do this joint session. In the first part, we're going to be asking about these 3 plane crashes that just happened in the US, and we're going to find out if they're connected. In the second part, we're going to find out, based on the answers we get, we'll do a little deeper dive into figuring out what the tarot's trying to tell us about these airplanes and these crashes. So, let's get started. All right. Shanta's going to shuffle, and I'm going to shuffle. And we're going to figure out, the question is, are these 3 plane crashes connected? And the 3 plane crashes I'm talking about are the one that the helicopter and the plane crashed at Reagan National, the medevac plane, which was a Learjet that crashed up in Philadelphia, and finally the Alaska plane that was actually just discovered. It disappeared off the radar, and they just found it on the ice, and everyone on board has perished. It was 10 people, 9 passengers, and 1 crew, the pilot. So, are these plane crashes connected? We're just going to do a 7-card spread, uprights positive, reversals negative. Starting to get some action here. Oh, goodness, I got a bunch that flipped over. What's this one here? Ace of Cups. Ooh.
Oh, that's a yes.
That's a yes, absolutely. All right. So I think my cards are ready. How about you, Shanta? Are you still getting yours?
All right, we're ready. There
All
we
right.
go. Okay.
Here we go. I'm going to cut. There we go. All right. First card. I got a no. Got the King of Swords in reverse. Next one, Ace of Wands in reverse. That's a no. Ooh, I got the devil. And I got the 9 of Wands in reverse. The Sun. 4 or 5. Just make sure I get them all in here. 6. 10 of Wands in reverse. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So out of my 7, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 no's. What'd you get, Shanta?
I actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 yeses. So I got a soft yes. A 5. Okay. So I've got the World here though in the center. And something has wrapped up, right? So like I don't have a lot of strong cards. Like even the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. So it could be just bad luck. But the 6 of Cups here is telling me with the Page of Swords that we might find out some news that perhaps some relatives were on. Maybe there was some connection, let's say, between the people who were on the plane in Washington and the ones that were in Alaska. Like, so let's say we're going to hear they were cousins or some such thing, right? Because
oh wow,
do you know what I mean? Like with the Page of Swords here and the 6 of Cups, I think we might find there's some kind of connection. So that might be what the cards are trying to say. Yes. So mine are coming up. Yes, there is some kind of connection. The reason I'm saying it's Alaska is because we have 5 of Pentacles in the cold here.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, that was just really unfortunate that helicopter hit that plane. So there might be a connection that we might find that, you know, we might hear in the paper in a few days or some such thing, somebody saying, you know, one family lost 2 family members in 2 separate incidents.
Wow, that would be insane.
Wouldn't that?
Wow. Yeah, it would be. So for mine, I got the King of Swords in reverse, which is, for me, that's always like medical doctors, but it could be military as well. Of course, the military, that's the helicopter right there.
Yeah.
Ace of Wands in reverse. And the devil is so interesting because I would interpret this as addiction, that they were addicted to the way they were doing things. And I think that 9 of Wands in reverse, so they had some mental anguish about something. I think someone overpowered the other person on one of these planes as far as a decision that had to be made, and it was the wrong decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sun upright. That kind of tells me that things that should have been in the light, that kind of tells me those night vision goggles. Like
oh, didn't think of that.
see. Yeah, they needed to be able to see, because when you wear these night vision goggles in a brightly lit area, it washes out the background, which is maybe why they could not see that one aircraft.
Oh, see, that's your experience as a pilot. Like I would know
Yeah.
that. I would know
Yeah.
that. I would never even think of that.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to have do this with you, because you've got some other aspects of reading things that I just don't have yet. Ten of Wands in reverse, so that's letting go of a burden. Yeah, and then Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Isn't that an interesting one? Kind of letting go of the way that they had done things always, and they changed it.
I think so. And even with my Knight of Rods here, somebody made a really rash decision with the
Yeah,
Two of Rods that wasn't really planned out well. So
I agree.
yeah, like I'm not getting there's any kind of conspiracy connection here. Like I said, I think we're going to hear a family or maybe perhaps, a school that they lost two schoolmates, right?
Yeah,
Because we have to remember the one that went down in DC was mostly skaters. Well, there's lots of winter sports in Alaska as well. So,
oh,
right?
oh, that's
So
right.
I wonder if that's the connection because I'm not getting that it's any kind of military or
Same. Yeah,
conspiracy or government, right? Because then we'd be looking for the Hierophant and the Emperor and, bigger car. Even the Chariot is like a general. And we don't
right.
have that at all. I've got all small cards. And the
Yeah,
world is kind of like wrapped up, kind of, you're not going to hear much more about this.
yeah. And I have the Eight of Swords for my underlying energy. So that's like, being in that trap, not being willing to think outside the box of,
Yeah.
we should have known. So
That's so interesting. Your cards are picking up your pilot knowledge,
isn't that interesting?
your subconscious, your knowledge about being a pilot. So the cards are picking that up and speaking that to you. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't have any of that here because I don't have that knowledge. So the
Yeah,
subconscious wouldn't talk to me in that language. So
yeah. It's
that's
telling
actually,
you.
yeah,
That's so interesting, isn't it? Oh my goodness. It speaks to each of us in the way that we know we'll understand it, that the tarot knows we'll understand it.
exactly.
That's
Exactly.
so interesting. I got goosebumps. Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, that is actually really cool. It is really cool. I have nothing here that would be anything that you would write that you would read as a pilot, really.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What was your first card there? Didn't quite
Knight
see it.
of Rods, so Knight of Wands in reverse. So
Okay. End
rash,
of a journey. Yeah.
yeah, and rash decision, right?
Yep.
And
Yep. Exactly.
running in where angels feel to tread and without any thought, and is in reverse like that. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying my two pillar cards here, Knight of Rods, Two of Rods, somebody just rushed in without even thinking about something or planning
Yeah.
properly, right?
And for my two end cards, I got King of Swords in reverse, which is not only the military, it's the doctor aspect. And that second flight was the medical flight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, they just didn't follow the normal procedures that they would follow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things that they were trained and taught about, and they didn't follow that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So there we have a yes and no answer, but based on what our subconscious knows about flights, right?
Yep. Yep. For you, the connection is there may be some people related or in a related sport or industry.
Yeah.
And that's why it's connected for you. And for me, it's saying no, because there's just each independently happen for different reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, very interesting. So now that we have that, I know that you were going to do maybe either we could do a deeper dive or maybe go into the ideas we were talking about earlier about maybe time slips, or what was the other one you mentioned?
Well, if it was a yes, there was a connection, and we'd find out which ones were connected. So is
Right.
it DC, Philly, or Alaska? But I think this is Alaska and Philly. I don't think there's any connection with the Philly one. One of the
Yeah.
questions a lot of people have asked me on my other channel, and I don't know if you're willing to explore this or not. We didn't discuss this before we got on. Um,
Yeah.
is the one in Philadelphia really a flight? Was it a bomb or a missile or something? Because there's a lot of stuff online that there's no fuselage. The people who were on board were a mystery, and they say, oh, it's because they were from Mexico. We have no info. And the crash site itself actually looks like a bomb or a missile. Like it, yeah.
I'm telling you, I've seen, just because I'm a pilot, whenever plane crashes happen, I go on the FAA website and I'll download the report. I want to see everything about it just because of, I want to know what happened. And I watched the video that different angles of this one that happened in Philadelphia, and I have never seen a plane completely drop from the sky nose down like that so quickly. It was almost as if, even with icing, if you had icing, then you'd get that aerodynamic spin because the wings are then compromised. That didn't happen. If you have a stall, the plane will usually go along and you're pitching up too high because remember they were taking off. If you pitch up too high, then the tail drops first and then the plane will come down like that. But usually, in enough of a descent to where you can do something to try to recover, although they weren't very high. But I've never seen one go like this and just go, which is what that one did at such a rate of speed. I was just like, what just happened? So yeah, it's almost as if something, my first reaction was, did it just get shot down out of the sky?
Should we
Let's ask
on that?
Yeah. I'll let you go ahead and do the questions on this one, and I'll just lay down my cards.
All right. Well, let's do another yes, no, because there's no sense going forward if the answer's no, right? Let's ask, was the crash in Philadelphia an airplane? How does that sound? We won't say, was it a bomb or a missile or anything? Was it an airplane? And then if we get a no, then we'll go deeper than that. If we get a yes, well, then there's our answer. How does that sound?
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Okay. So 7 again, upright, positive, reversals. Ooh, judgment. Announcement. Ooh, second chances. Well, planes that crash don't get a second chance.
They don't. 9 of Pentacles. I got a story for you when we're done here about that.
Okay.
All right. So I got 9 Pentacles in reverse. All right. Let's see. So
positive, reversals,
upright, positive, reversals, negative. Was this an airplane that crashed? Is it just the airplane? Whoop. That one wants to come out. 8 of Cups. Ooh. Walking away. All right. Upright, positive, reversals, negative. Upright, positive, reversals, negative.
Okay, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready too. Isn't that funny at the same time?
All right. Ooh, different. I got a different drop too. That's interesting. There might be 2 stories to this.
Ooh.
3. Right. Ooh, I got the devil.
Oh my God.
6 of
Swords. Lovers. Ooh.
Queen of Rods. 5 of Swords. Ace of Rods. So I got a yes. And Page of Swords. 1, 2. So what did you get?
Let's see. So I got upright. I got 1, 2, 3. But I got the Tower in reverse.
Okay.
So I got some arcanas here. So I got the 4 Cups in reverse. I got the Lovers upright. The Hanged One in reverse. High Priestess upright. Tower in reverse. 3 of Swords in reverse. And the Page of Pentacles upright.
That's interesting because I ended with the Page of Swords upright. So that would be news. Now I have Page of Pentacles or 3 of Pentacles upright, the Devil upright, 6 of Swords upright. So this is them moving on, right? Queen of Rods in reverse. So Queen of Wands in reverse, 5 of Swords in reverse, Ace of Rods upright, and Page of Swords upright. Now, my underlying is 7 of Cups in reverse. Illusion, confusion, gaslighting. I'm going to tell you what my theory is. I wanted to see what this came up with. I want to make sure this is all, my theory is they dropped something from the plane so it looked like the plane crashed, and they carried on so that the people in Mexico think those people are dead.
Oh my goodness.
And this 6 of Swords tells me that. They moved out of chaos. Here's the devil. They could be drug dealers or whatever, right?
Right.
It was their plan that they move out of chaos into peace. Maybe they didn't go to Mexico. Maybe they went to El Salvador or whatever. But we do have the gaslighting, confusion, delusion. And the Ace of Rods is, yes, it was a plane. And I'm thinking that that's what they did. They dropped something from the plane so it looked like the plane went down. So it looked like all the people on board died, but they actually moved on. What do you think?
Goodness.
What do your cards say?
I have the Four Cups in reverse, which is about that you're rethinking something that you turned down. And the Lovers up. Ooh, the clock agrees with me.
Yeah, I know.
And, and the Lovers upright, which tells me there was a relationship. Of course, the mother and the daughter were on board, but I think there was another type of relationship up there, or it was a choice they made. They made a choice. Hanged One in reverse. They found a way out of the situation they were in. High Priestess keeping a secret. This could also represent one of the women on board. Maybe she was the one they were targeting. And the Tower in reverse, which tells me that this was something they brought on themselves. That this wasn't an act of God. This wasn't something where something just happened. It was put into play. Three of Swords in reverse, which is a betrayal and a heartbreak. And the Page of Pentacles was this story, selling us a story. And my underlying energy is the Hierophant. Oof, goosebumps, which is the government, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I have the Queen of Rods in reverse, which is a liar, a backstabber, somebody who's not loyal.
They would match the Three of Swords in reverse, which is the heartbreak and betrayal. So this could have been a plan to do something, maybe get them out safely. And someone was betrayed. Someone did something they weren't supposed to do. So either they dropped it too suddenly, and a lot of people on the ground got hurt.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a choice that they made. It almost was a deliberate act.
Yeah.
So you might be onto something, and that the story that they're gonna tell us is going to be just a spin story to try to kind of distract us from what's really going on. But this government is at play here. That's the underlying energy.
I wonder if it's the Mexican government.
Oh, and you know what? This is an Aztec. Look at that.
Oh
my gosh, I think you're right. Look at the little pyramids. This is definitely an Aztec. Oh, I got goosebumps. Wow. I think you're right.
I think they're hiding from the Mexican government. Like names really weren't clear. I mean, they could have made up anybody's names on those flights. If it's a private Learjet and not a commercial.
It was a private Learjet. Honestly, okay, I'll tell you, I have done this. They're called angel flights. I've done one before where, you take your own aircraft and you go pick up people and take them, to a hospital or whatever. And those, I've never seen a Learjet be an angel flight, honestly. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe it's usually smaller, generally aviation planes, because people are just, they use what they have, and you're approved for the program to do that. So that was so interesting. It was a Learjet. I mean, that's a high dollar aircraft. So, wow.
Do you want to read a little bit on that and see how far that rabbit hole goes down?
Ooh, let's do that.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
What do you think? Do you want to see if that's...
Yeah, was this here? I'm going to shuffle these cards in here. So I guess we're going to ask, and we'll do the 7 cards again. Was this subterfuge by the Mexican government? Was this some kind of, subterfuge where the Mexican government wanted us to believe something had happened? And then if that's a yes, then we can zero in on the passengers.
Geez, I got the Fool.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, what did I get? 6 of Swords in reverse, trying to escape.
Yeah.
Wow. Trying to go overseas, trying to escape. All right, so uprights, positive, reversals, negative. Was this the Mexican? Was this whole thing controlled by the Mexican government? And was there some subterfuge going on where they were trying to hide stuff and not let us know what really happened? Oops. Ooh, I got the star in reverse. Ooh.
You know, you have to think like this was during all that big DEI, like, or not DEI, the ICE. I get, you guys in the States have so many acronyms,
I
I
know.
get them all mixed up.
No, I
So this
know.
is, ooh, King of
Magician in reverse.
Pentacles, big money at play. So you have
And
to
I got
wonder if they were trying to get some high level people out of there.
the magician in reverse. Dirty tricks. Trying to hide something, trying to spin something
Yeah.
in a dark way. And,
I,
yeah.
I got the sun in reverse.
Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna cut right now.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Actually, that wanted to fall like that. There we go. You gotta do what they tell you, I swear. Ooh, Ace of Swords upright.
I got the
Ace of Death.
Ace of
That's a
Cups. Yeah.
Temperance in reverse. Oh my gosh. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got the Fool in reverse for the underlying energy.
I got Justice.
Wow.
I got the Empress, and we've got, that's the president of Mexico right there. Here's the King of Pentacles. Somebody who's got lots of money. Kingpin. Here's the president of Mexico. The sun in reverse in the dark. This happened at night.
Yep.
9 of Swords in reverse to get rid of some kind of anxiety. Page of Rods. News that grows. 3 of Swords in reverse, and that's what you had too. The betrayal. Ace
Yep.
of Cups. And the Justice. They were running from justice.
And I got Ace of Swords upright, which is about truth.
Yeah.
Page of Swords in reverse. So what we read on the internet is not going to be true.
Yeah.
Page of Wands in reverse, which is, it's going to be bad news. It could be these kids too. Wasn't there a young girl on board?
Oh, right.
Yeah. I got Temperance in reverse, which is devilish energy. 4 Swords in reverse. There's a death card wanting us to think that they're dead.
Yeah.
10 of Swords upright. Again, betrayal and ruin, complete ruin. Oh, trying to make us think that they're dead. King of Swords in reverse. I got this again. This is the medical doctor.
Yeah.
They must have been after the doctor. They wanted him back there, but they wanted
He
him
could
to
also be a politician.
Oh.
A crooked politician that has been in the States, you know, like for example, here in Canada, we have Chinese Communist Party leaders here in Canada actually sitting in Chinese Communist Party police stations.
I remember you saying that in one of your videos, and I was like, oh my God.
So perhaps this was like some kind of politician that it was almost overseeing some high ranking Mexicans in the United States, and they needed to get him out before ICE got to him.
Ooh.
But he was discovered working there, right?
That would be why the Hierophant showed up in the other reading, because it's like the high level government.
Yeah.
And the Fool in reverse is this entire endeavor was very risky.
Yeah.
Very foolish, very risky. So do you think that they meant to have it appear that they crashed, but they really did crash?
I think they meant to make it look like it appeared they crashed, that they died, so that when they do come back to Mexico, the cartels and the other people aren't after them.
Right.
And they might not have even gone back to Mexico. They could be like in El Salvador or Guatemala, Colombia, but they're alive. But everybody else thinks that they are gone.
That would actually fit into all the cards. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because here's 4 Swords in reverse, that's a death, and 10 of Swords upright, a ruin or a betrayal. So betraying people into thinking they're dead, and especially controlled by the politicians, risky move, and the devil. Wow.
Also, here's this Empress, which is the president of Mexico. And she knew these tariffs and whatnot were coming towards Mexico. And she thought, oh my God, if they find out we've got these high level politicians. So let's say they have a CIA or, you know, their equivalent CIA or whatever working there in the States as spies. They have to get them out. Spies fly in Learjets.
You're right. They're not going to go.
Kingpin. Ooh. Justice.
Oh,
They were
wow.
escaping justice.
Yeah. I think you're absolutely right. Wow. I would not have expected that.
I know. So you never know where the cards are going to take you.
You never know. My goodness. So do you want to dive down and say who they were trying to help hide from the cartels, or
I think we have our answer. I think we have some high ranking, either politicians, spies. King's
yeah.
cards can be spies. I think we've got somebody maybe who was running a cartel. Somebody with lots and lots of money was running there. But I think here with this Empress card showing up, and she's a president of we asked specifically about Mexico.
We
Uh,
did. And
I
my
think
first
they're,
and my first card was the Ace of Swords upright, which is a yes. Yep.
yeah.
Wow.
And in the sun. And so they took off at night, hidden, right? They didn't want
Yep.
any to find these people. I think they got the spies out of the States because they knew ICE is coming.
Yep.
They were running
Wow.
from justice. I don't think the cards will tell us much more than that. What we can assume, they were like either big cartel people. We both got the devil.
Yep. We sure did. I got the devil in last one, and I got temperance in reverse in this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the devil in the last one as well. So I think we've kind of uncovered something here.
Yeah. Wow. I did not expect that.
I know. Neither
That's so cool.
did.
Well, this has been so much fun, Shanta. I definitely want to do it again because I think that
Yeah.
yeah, together we definitely do some great. We have a good connection with our cards,
Well,
and yeah,
and I think this one was really neat because you come at it as a pilot, and I'm
right.
coming at it as a conspiracy theorist. And between the two of us, we can figure it out, right?
We did.
We've got right brain, left brain working here together.
That's right. That's so awesome. Well, thank you so much, Shanta, for being here with me, and I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you did, please like and share on both of our channels. And don't forget to subscribe and join us because we have both of our communities are really great. We have some similar subscribers, and we have different ones on each channel. So come and join us and take a look and see what the tarot cards have to tell us.
Thank you so much for having me, Carolyn. I sure appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Thanks so much,
Thank
everyone.
you. Okay, bye. Bye.
Bye.